ZZ. Olive is the inspiration for the name, and ZZ is our inspiration for the logo. Mwah. That's our good girl. Are you our good girl? Yes, you. That's a good girl. Hello, everyone. I am going to do a video today on resources and research. Lots of people are like, hey, how did you figure that out? How do you know? What resources do you use? And as I've said in so many videos, I'm cheap. I don't know, I grew up like that. My parents were very frugal. Is that a better way to put it? We're very, very frugal. And there was 4 kids and my parents, and my dad was a farmer. We was on a limited income, so they had to be. My husband always makes fun of me because he's like, we don't have to be so frugal, but I am anyway. So I'm going to show you how I research, and I'm going to show you how to do it for next to nothing. There are some resources that cost money, and I have no affiliation with them. I'm just going to let you know whether I think they're good or not, because I've paid for most subscriptions, and I'm going to tell you also the resources that I don't like, because I don't want you guys to go out and spend $20-$30 a month, or one time I spent a little over $300 on one resource, and it was terrible. I still have the emails. I'll show you. And I just want to let you guys know exactly how I do it in a cheap way. Now, also, I think I've said it before, I have a degree in history, political science, and business. And I also was pre-law for a while. I know, I was one of those people who couldn't make up their minds. However, all of those degrees, besides the business one, really is based a lot on research. So, I have learned how to research very, very well through the years. I've been published a few times. Trust me, it's very boring things. It's not on jewelry. But the research is extremely important, and I know that. And I know that everybody doesn't want to come watch a 20-30 minute video every time they need something. So I'm going to give you guys my resources, what I use, and how I do it for next to nothing. Because I'm telling you, paying $460 for a Juliana book, that's like, I could buy so much jewelry for that. Why would I buy that book? So I'll show you some of the books too that I do recommend buying, and I'll show you the sites where I buy them too, because I can get those books for next to nothing. But just, some that's worth having and some that's not worth having, such as one I looked for forever and finally got. Let me let you guys know. Really not helpful at all. Anyways, and as always, I'll have cheat sheets with links and stuff. And once again, nothing. I have nothing affiliated with any of these sites. I want everybody to know I don't get paid. I'm not monetized. I don't have any of that stuff. And I don't want to sell on this channel. If you guys ever see anything you like, I think I've commented a lot on this, and this is the reason I'm letting you know. If you guys ever see anything you like, you can either email me, or I have an eBay site, Olive's Vintage Market, that I sell on, or my website. But my website is so finicky right now, and my husband won't help me fix it. And I think I'm going to change it up a whole lot to different stuff, such as I'm going to start a Maker's Mark thing that I think is going to be great, because I've got thousands and thousands of them. Giveaway at the end. And also, please, guys, if you are a winner on other videos, or you don't even know, Go back to the videos you commented on and see if you won. Because when I come back next week, I'm going to actually give all those prizes to somebody else. And I don't want to do that. And don't forget to watch till the end so you can see the giveaway. And I'll tell you what me and my dad are going to be doing next weekend. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. All right, so let's see the places we go to find things. My first line of defense is always eBay, and I'm sure that's most people's. I'm not going to linger long on eBay. I did Trifari, Jelly, Elephant. Sometimes we look and you'll be able to see that they're being bid on, so that's why they're a little cheaper. And then sometimes you look and you go, oh my gosh, $150, which I would say, oh my gosh, $150 too, because that's ridiculous. You know, that's not the price that's going to go for. As a matter of fact, let's just do Poodle. I like that better. Jelly Belly, let's just say dog. Hopefully that one will come up. My gosh, is everybody trying to sell it for that? I have 2 of these. Golly, I could be rich. The best place to go is to sold listings, because that's where we find what buyers are willing to pay. My goodness, is it really going for that? I can't even fathom. Well, sorry guys. $26. That's more like what I'm thinking it was gonna. I'm thinking more like $70. I don't know. That seemed really high for me. Anyways, but this is where, you know, you can see what people will really actually pay for things or what they're worth. Because anybody can ask whatever price they want. And I know a lot of you guys have heard that, but a lot of guys haven't heard that as well. So when they come here, they think, oh, I'm just going to ask this price because that's how much I saw it for. Wrong. You cannot do that. I mean, can't. It's not like I'm using this affirmative word to be mean or anything. It's just that's 100% the truth about eBay. You need to go to sold to see what your stuff really sells for. All right, let's jump into the second place I like to go. It is Morning Glory. They have so much information, but they have, of course, things for sale. So it's always nice to come and see what they're selling their stuff for. Am I the only person who wishes I could get prices like this? I just sold a brooch that was so much more stunning for this for $98. Anyways, so they have so much great information. I especially, oh look, jewelry chat references, customer feedback, jewelry marks. They do have jewelry marks, and I love how they do their jewelry marks. And I want to do something similar, except for I want mine to be very friendly on the search, because a lot of people's aren't friendly. But my husband did study coding, so I think, fingers crossed, he'll help me with that. But so they do have maker's marks, which is very nice. Okay, so another great thing they have is advertisements, which are so extremely helpful. And where you want to go for that is the jewelry chat reference. And you can go down and look at a lot of this stuff, which is so much information. So, like, well done. A lot of people are like, it's an authority. And maybe it is. I don't know. But they do really great things. Okay, and right here you see vintage jewelry ads. You go to Kramer, Jewelry of the Stars. I don't even know what that is, but I need to look at it. Miscellaneous ads. And Vendome, so I'm just going to hit the Vendome. And I love it because they have the dates, and then you can click on it, and do it bigger. And I use a lot of their ads that I don't have. So that's Morning Glory, and that's one of my favorite places to go for this sort of information. There's a wealth of information, lots of stuff you can see, lots of stuff you can do here. So the next place I like to go is Ruby Lane. It's very nice to look up prices that things are going for today. Also, if you're like me, I like to just look at jewelry and research it by looking as well. Go away. And they have shop by categories in jewelry that I appreciate more than eBay's way of doing it. eBay still has all of these options. However, I don't feel like it's as user friendly. I always try to think of things when I'm looking at it from user friendly standpoints if my mom can do it. So here we are on sold pieces on Ruby Lane. And here's like an amazing trick I love to show people because, well, those aren't sold. But, oh, that's right. It's all the way at the bottom. So if I go back and show you this, here's a little cute cat from Trifari that I see quite a bit. Now if you go here and you scroll down, you're going to see items currently available. What you really want to see is the price of the sold one. So you can't see the price anywhere. And that is disappointing if you're looking for a price point either to buy or to sell. Now here's the trick I found. I'm going to email the shop owner. And I was doing this one time to email them to see how much they got for that piece. Goodness gracious. Okay, and I wrote them this big long letter. Hey, how are you? Such a fan. And all this other stuff. When really all I had to do is look right here. Message details. If you just push this down button, it literally tells you the price it's sold for. That actually shocks me. I am apparently selling my stuff for way too little. So yeah, you can see that, and that is every one. So I'm going to go back and just show you again. Let's go to page. I want to know how much this thistle brooch is worth. And once again, you're here, but you're going to have to scroll all the way to the bottom because of all these items that are available. The site's really good at putting those items like in front of your face, which is really nice if you're a reseller because you want to see those being up front and center. Sold items, not nearly as important as the items still available. Scrolling, 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 and here we are at the thistle. Oh man, I have no idea how much that sold for. I don't care if I go here. I don't care, I don't care where I go. But I email the shop owner. Hey, real big fan. Love this piece. Could you tell me how much it's worth? I have the same one. Most everybody came back to me with, I don't remember. Okay, so they sold it for $75. How nice is that to know? So next one I like to go to is Etsy. It's a really good place to look, just like eBay and Ruby Lane. Can I never spell Juliana right? It's like, there you go. It's a really good place to look, and I love it. Ooh, I got that piece. Sorry, I'm just going through. You can look and find things on here, and you can either study or try to find your piece to price it, Once again, though, I want to warn you, just like on Ruby Lane, just like on eBay, anybody can ask for whatever they want. Somebody else might be selling this for $45. So don't just grab it out of the store when you see it for $70 and go, I can take it home and make a quick profit, because it's unsold for a reason. I just want to keep stressing that. So here's how you figure out the sold price on Etsy. You go to the side, right click on your mouse, either on your mouse pad on your laptop or your mouse, and then we're going to go down to page source. We're going to come up with all of these this code. This is all the stuff that makes up the page. And we're going to push Control on our keyboard, the Control key, and F. What we need to put is price. And this is going to take us to the price that it's sold for. I'm on number 6 of 98. Now, don't worry, you don't have to scroll through all 98. I'm just down too far. Usually, number 1 has the currency, number 2 has the price. So this piece actually sold for $48, which is great to know since you can't find the sold prices on Etsy. Another tool that I found that was really austere, I didn't know about it for a long time, is something called, here we go, flippertools.com, and Etsy sold prices. What you have to do is put the URL in there. And what the URL is this up here. So you can't just put a name in there, because if I just said Weiss flour, it's not going to understand what I'm talking about. So we have to have URL. And so I'm going to go up here, highlight it, right click, copy, and then I'm going to go back to the flippertool.com and go here. Let's act like there was nothing there. Right click and paste. And then we're going to push OK. And see, it also gives me the same one. So, amazingly enough, they have this tool now that is really cool, that you don't have to go through all the crazy stuff I just went through. And let's just test it out again, because you cannot see sold items on Etsy. Not just like you can't see sold prices. It's not like Ruby Lane or eBay where you can see sold things at all. But what you can do is scroll all the way to the bottom of somebody's store, and on their feedback you can look at things. So let's say I'm like, oh, I have this piece. Instead of going through all the stuff I went through, I can hit here, copy, go here, paste, say OK. And it says it sold for $60. I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to just check real quick, because Flipper Tools is very new to me, but very amazing as well. I'm just going to hit price, and look, 60. So you don't even have to go through all of this stuff I'm going through. You can use flippertools.com/tools Etsy sold prices. So that is pretty amazing. It's completely free, so you can just do this. There's ads everywhere, but that doesn't matter or hinder anything. So another place to go, especially to find the history of pieces and not like really the prices or anything, is this website right here. I can't say it. Another place I really like to go is this website here. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm sure it's like Etnazvete I'm not sure. I know I'm butchering every name. But you can come here, and this place really is great about telling the history of jewelry makers. It's not like a great place to research prices or look for a specific piece, but it is a great place to come and look for different makers. So let's say we're looking for something like Kirk's Folly. Here's Kirk's Folly. And you can come down here. Look how beautiful that is. And read about it. And when it started producing fabulous jewelry for 35 years. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. And they closed in 2014. Wow, I didn't know that. So but it tells all kinds of stuff, and it was started apparently by sisters, and was started themselves selling it. Headbands, barrettes, have some of those. Oh, look how beautiful this Vogue piece is. Wow. But anyway, sorry from my fangirl. But you can come here and look through all of these wonderful pieces and or wonderful articles and read so much about it. Like, you can see all of this stuff. The first jewels of Kirk's Folly put up for auction QVC were sold out in 40 minutes. It's just such an interesting thing to say. Oh my gosh, I need this brooch in my life. My daughter's, her nursery was completely done in vintage Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, so you can come and you can see really cool pieces here and also read the history of pieces. If you're looking to just identify your brooch, no name, no nothing, we don't know what's on it, or it has a great name, but you just can't read it. Let's just say it is signed as well. Vintage, let me think of the piece. Christian Dior pearl earring. Ooh, pear earrings. Those sound pretty. Pearl earrings with chain, whatever. I just bought these like for $5. I'm not even kidding, the other day. But anyway, that's the reason I typed it in. Here we can see that I found my exact earrings pretty quickly. So that's really nice. So this one's really nice to look. You can find your prices, but you know, it's not for studying. So if you want to ever do a Google image search, because I see lots of people do that, or even suggest it. If you ever want to do that, hit this camera icon here in the search bar when you're in the images on Google. And then you can paste a URL or upload an image. I'm going to upload an image. Here's a great Schiaparelli brooch. Ugh, I'm sorry, guys. Don't look. Come on, nobody wants to see this. Okay. Possible related search, antique. I'm better with that. However, like I said, I never find it. I never, ever, ever find anything with this. Visually, you know, I could go through all of these, but I feel like it's definitely not on there. So you can do that. And I've heard a lot of people have a lot of luck with this. I'm just saying from my personal experience, I have never, ever had luck with this. So, but that is how you do it. I'm really super excited to let you guys know that my dad and I are going to the 400-mile long yard sale this next weekend. It's from June 2nd to June 5th. And I am so thrilled to be going. My father and I used to, I think I've said it in other videos, used to sell at those places. Not jewelry, but glass and cast iron and vintage everything, and maybe some more modern things. But we had such a blast on those yard sales. And we went a very long time ago to one, but it wasn't the one that goes through Kentucky. It was called like the longest yard sale, and it went through like 6 states. But we went a very, very long time ago. We ran out of money. We were broke at the time. I was a college student, and my dad was a fairly broke farmer. But we went and had such a blast. We started in Chattanooga and made it like 100 miles before we, spent all our money. But now we're a little older, we got a little bit more money, and we're going to have such a great time. And I just wanted to let all you guys know. And I'm going to be filming a lot of that because people who can't go, or people like my mother, like who doesn't go to those things, she loves watching them. So I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be filming that, and I hope you guys enjoy watching that, because I know we're going to enjoy going, and it's going to be such a blast. Okay, everybody, here's the giveaway. It's a pair of sterling clip-on earrings that I think are really nice and elegant. And since we're talking about resources, this is a fun jewelry book, and it has just wonderful figurals, beautiful pictures, lots of good information throughout. And all you have to do to win these and get them shipped to you free is like and comment. And here is the cheat sheet portion, and I have loaded this up with 3 different cheat sheets full of a lot of the websites I am or have talked about, and I'm also going to have them in the description so you can just click on them and go right to them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to tune in for part 2.